Welcome back to English class. So, dear students, in the previous class, you went through the lesson that the pilot was flying to Air Force Station Ambala. The plane was shot down by the enemy fire, and the pilot fell out of the plane before it crashed in a matter of minutes. With the help of a parachute, the pilot floated gently down with the wind to the ground. The boy saw the plane after it had been shot. The boy asked the pilot to accompany him to the army camp nearby, but the pilot was not able to walk as his legs were fractured. He asked the boy to hand over the packet of papers to the commanding officer of the army unit, saying that it should be reached the Air Forces Station Ambala by night itself. So up to here you have learned. Yes, sir. I will do it. But you, the enemy will catch you, the boy said to the pilot. Don't worry about me. I can escape. I will try and distract them. Distract means a thing that prevents someone from concentrating on something else. You run and hand over the packet. The pilot said to the boy to run and hand over the packet. Yes, sir, said the boy with a salute. The man could not help smiling, although he was grimacing with the pain of his injuries. He began to crawl away from the boy in the opposite direction. So, the man could not smile. Although means in spite of the fact that even though is called although. Grimacing means the expression of the face, usually of pain. He began to crawl away from the boy in the opposite direction. So the soldier began to crawl. Crawl means to move slowly with your body on or close to the ground or on your hands and knees. The small figure streaked across the open space back to the trees from which it had emerged. So here, streaked, it's a past form of streak. Streak means move very fast or run fast. And emerged. Emerged is a past form of emerge. Means to appear or come out from somewhere else. The enemy, however, had seen the boy. A few of them gave chase and shot at him. As you know that the pilot said the boy to run, isn't it? So the boy was running as fast as he could, but however, the enemy saw the boy and then they shoot him. The cartridges fell everywhere around him. Cartridges means a small tube that contains explosive powder and a bullet. You put a cartridge into a gun when you want to fire it. The enemies shot the boy because they came to know that the boy had helped to rescue the pilot. Later, the enemies gave attention to the pilot, crawling of the pilot. Even the boy was shot by the enemies. He ran as fast as he could to reach the army unit. A few minutes later, the little boy stood at the sentry post of the army unit. Sentry means a soldiers stationed to keep guard or to control access to the place. Take me to the Commander Sahib. There is something I have to deliver to him, said the boy. So the boy asked the Sipai or asked the sentry to take him to the Commander Sahib so that he has something to deliver him. A little boy, you cannot go to the Commander Sahib, and no one is allowed to go to his room unless it is very important. So the sentry said to the boy, little boy, you cannot go to the commander unless it is a very important work. You cannot meet to Commander Sahib. So the boy, what I have is very important. It is from the pilot whose plane was shot down. The boy explained. Then the army sentry said, you mean the plane that just crashed? Yes, I had gone there to bring him back to safety. The enemy was after him. He was injured and couldn't walk. He gave me a packet. I must guide the CO to the officer and show him where the enemy lines are. When the boy said seriously that he had to carry the orders given by the pilot, and he also said that he knew the enemy lines. He knew the place where the pilot fell, and also he can guide them to go by shortcut. And also he informed that the enemies came on foot. Then the sentry spoke into the field telephone. A sepoy came to the sentry post and took the boy to the Commander Sahib. So when the boy said seriously this was the matter, so the sentry called up to the Sipai and said him to take to the Commander Sahib. So I hope you understood these paras of lesson and let you know the remaining in the next class. Now answer to the questions. What did the pilot say the boy to do? Where did the pilot crawl away from the boy? What do you mean by cartridge? What did the sentry soldier say to the boy? Did the sepoy take the boy to the Commander Sahib?